If you've gone through the Porsche buying experience and you've ever tried to get a discount on a new one, you may well have been met with this response. This guy, brilliant. Yes, it seems like it is an impossible task. At best, you might get a free umbrella, a mug, an air freshener, something else thrown in for good measure, but generally, a discount on a new Porsche is a big ask for any person to achieve, for sure. But later on in this video, I'm going to be discussing some ideas to consider if you are buying a new Porsche. There are some caveats to consider here, and we'll get onto those in a minute, but we've got to set some context here as to just what's going on. So, Porsche have recently posted their figures for the first 6 months of 2023 in terms of the sales figures, and they posted a record 167,354 vehicles delivered, which is an increase of 15% on the same 6 months last year, which is the kind of growth that a CEO and a CFO in the car industry can only dream of. It's bonkers. And who said Porsche weren't a mass producer of cars? They're certainly headed in that direction. So figures up across the board, across all continents, all countries, worldwide sales. Porsche absolutely smashing it right now. But there is one little dark spot on those numbers, and that is with the Taycan, which actually recorded a 5% decrease in sales on the equivalent 6 months in 2022, which isn't great, is it, right? So what exactly is going on there? The ICE figures or the combustion figures are just absolutely smashing it, yet the Taycan, it isn't the case for the Taycan. It's struggling a little bit. And I think just doing a bit of basic research online and speaking to people and kind of getting a bit of an understanding as to just what might be going on, it kind of comes down to the trend that we're seeing with EVs as a whole. A lot of people just generally stepping back, and I think this 5% decline, although Porsche cite it's because of supply chain, specific component availability, some shortage we've seen, for example, in the Bose sound system, it's simply down, I think, to people cancelling, people pulling back on their orders, people having a change of heart about getting involved in an EV. And it's not just because of the EV situation in general. We've seen the residuals getting back to normality, I would say, not looking too rosy, right? But it's not just that, it's just the perfect storm, the cost of living, huge increase in APRs that we're seeing right now, and all of these things having a significant impact on people's affordability. And yeah, all these people with a change of heart, it's kind of freeing up the capacity to make more ICE vehicles, I think, potentially. Now, I know there's different factory lines for all these cars, I get that, I fully understand it, but I was speaking with my local Porsche Center, my official Porsche Center recently, just a quick exchange of emails, discussing the upcoming 992.2 Turbo S, the 911 Turbo S, which is, I think, going to be a phenomenal car. The current 992, I think, is the best looking 911 ever made, just behind the 993 for me. But yeah, I spoke to him about lead times for the 992.1 Turbo S, expecting it to be circa 2 years. It absolutely wasn't. He said he could get me one within 6 months, a new one within 6 months. 6 months for a new Turbo S, which is absolute insanity right now. Well, how have we got here? How has it gone from 2 years to 6 months? Well, again, I think there's a number of factors at play here, and the first of those is obviously the upcoming 992.2. People simply holding back for that. If you place an order now, it would ship as a 992.1. People are waiting to see and get on board with the 992.2, so that could be what's at play here. But still, 6 months for a new Turbo S. It's the kind of lead times that are absolutely unheard of in Porsche land. And it's a similar situation with the Taycan. The Taycan has come down significantly. It was 18 months, 2 years. You can get one now from new in 6 to 9 months. And I think that trend is coming down on a daily basis. So, some significant changes there in the Porsche supply chain. So things are really changing here. And the other thing as well is, so if you're following Porsche at all, you'll know that the next version of the Macan is indeed going to be an EV version, a full EV version on that modified PPE platform that Audi and Porsche share. So that has been delayed by at least a year, and they're citing software issues. But the cynic in me is kind of saying, is it really software issues, or are they on purpose kicking this thing a bit further down the road because of how well all the combustion shipments are going right now? If those sales figures are indeed what they are, and there's no reason to discount those, based on those sales figures, why wouldn't you put all your eggs into shipping those combustion cars out the door as quickly as possible? And because of what's happened with the Taycan, they've had a few issues to say the least, and also, you know, people changing their mind and the EV market in general. Is it in their interest to get that next EV out the door as quickly as possible? Or are they indeed hanging back a little bit to find out just what's happening with the EV market in general at the moment? For sure, it is going to be significantly EV for Porsche at some point in the future. About 80% of their cars by 2025, I think it was, but sorry, by 2030 are going to be EVs. So yeah, are they holding back a little bit? Are they kind of just waiting to see what's happening with the EV land in general at the moment? So what do you do if you want a discount on a new Taycan? Well, in reality, it's still going to be very challenging. But the first thing I would recommend is speak to your Porsche dealer. Now, I can't speak for the UK specifically, but I am, you know, following the forums, etc. I've seen other countries where Porsche are indeed offering a discount on list because they might have an allocation that they simply can't shift, or a better APR rate for your finance deal. Perhaps not maybe at the 9%, 10% levels, but maybe 5%, right? So, you know, these are sort of things that you can consider. So first thing is ask your Porsche dealer, your OPC, see if they've got any cancelled slots, because, you know, it might not be the spec that you want, but if they want to get that shifted, they may well offer an incentive to you to get that one out the door. The other thing to do here as well is go through a broker. Now, I am seeing some brokers claim they can get you a discount off a brand new Taycan. I haven't looked into how this is possible, and I'm not going to cite any names because I can't say for sure if it's real or not, or it's just a phishing tactic. But there is websites you can go to online where they'll say in the UK they will get you a significant discount off a brand new Taycan. So if you want, why not reach out to these guys, do your research and give them a call and say, is this indeed a realistic possibility, or perhaps just a phishing tactic to drum up a bit of new business? So that's one avenue that you can consider. But, you know, the reality is it's going to be hard to get a discount on a new Porsche simply because it is Porsche. But there's other things you can do as well, and that is, of course, not buy new. Yes, I have said it on previous videos, there is an absolute mega pool of used Taycans out there available to you, and this is where you can get indeed a significant discount. Now, they're already coming down in price. You know, the depreciation of a Taycan is significant, perhaps 40% in the first year, which is pretty mega, right? And then speak to the dealer about perhaps getting a squeeze on a used one, because they've got so much stock, they are desperate to shift it to get it out the door. And if you speak with these guys, you're quite likely to get a significant discount or a squeeze thrown in, maybe something on the APR again. But yeah, that is something that you should consider. So to be realistic here, yes, getting a discount on your average combustion new Porsche is probably still going to be impossible. But right now on a Taycan, given the way things are, it is not something that is completely unrealistic and may well be something you can actually achieve. Yeah, I know, right? A discount on a new Porsche. So It is interesting times as well for the whole EV market in general, especially at this price point. There's a lot of new competition coming into the mix. We've seen Lotus talking about their offer that's coming along soon. So yeah, it's exciting times for this sector of the market, and very good times if you are indeed a buyer and looking to make that conversion. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay well. See you on the next one. Don't forget to like and sub. Appreciate it. Bye for now.